Hey guys, how's it going? Otaku Mike here, back with another manga review. Today we are looking at a little something a little different. It's a one-shot anthology, pretty interesting, called Android Angels. Published by Manga, I believe it's called. I've never heard of this company. I picked this up on a whim at a used bookstore. I thought I would give it a shot, check it out, read it. Would it be a great? Would it be great to live with the perfect woman or the perfect man? Android butlers or maids are the future. These short stories are tales from the land beyond, where the androids not only protect the humans, but also live and are intimate with them. Android Angel depicts a future world in which consumers can easily rent uh, Android companions, but only for 3 years, like a 3 year span, leading to the question and the morality of erasing memories of artificial humans and what happens to the human relationship abruptly breaking off every 3 years. Well, that is the synopsis for Android Angels. Sorry. Um, one, in this book, they reference that it's every 4 years. So I think on the back of this, there was a typo because they constantly reference that there's only 4 years that they can spend with each of their companions, and then they move on to another companion. Um, when I first saw this at the bookstore, I thought it was an art book because of the size of it, because it's actually so much bigger than a normal manga. Um, and whatnot. I'll show you guys some of the artwork on the inside. It's very simple artwork. Um, this reminds me a lot of Chobits, um, but in a little different way, because they do tackle the concept of, can you love technically an object? Um, because they do reference that they are objects, they're robots, but in this world they can have sex with their robots and be intimate with their robots if they wanted to, which is weird a little bit, because they do cover that in a couple of stories. Like, one of the stories was about a butler who he has to protect this girl and whatnot. That one was okay. And then we get to one about this woman who really, really loves her robot named Momo, which I was like, okay, we'll go with this. That one was okay as well. The one that I really, really enjoyed was the one called Plastic Butterfly, which was, let's see if I can find it in here. It was called Plastic Butterfly. That's the cover of it right there. It was about this guy. He works for the company that makes the robots, and he was like so excited to get his a robot, and he has to basically spend time with it for a month, and assess the robot and whatnot. And he's like, oh, I'm so excited. She has long black hair and big boobs, and she has a strong personality and whatnot. And he's talking to his coworker. He's like, yeah, mine's kind of flat chested, has a bob, and has very docile personality basically. They're so excited, and they both take these really interesting steps within their journey, because it only lasts a month, and of should he get attached to the robot, because he doesn't even give the robot a name at first, and he's like, oh, I need you to wear this maid outfit when you're at home, and and cook and clean for me and this and that, and she has a very strong personality. She's kind of a little sassy, and at one point they go on a sort of a double date with the other coworker and his android, and he's like, stop that. They start to get a little touchy feely. He's like, stop that, that's unnecessary, which is really interesting, because he was trying to sort of not get attached to this robot, but in any way, he does get attached to the robot, which is very interesting. He ends up giving her a name later on, and it's very interesting to see, like, what love is and how your feelings can be impacted by something in your life, even within a short period of time. I found that really interesting within the stories, because every person in these short stories, fell in love with their android, basically, and eventually they have to say goodbye. They only get the androids for 4 years. Then the android's memory gets erased, and they go to the next owner, and they only keep the skills that they learned from their previous owner. They don't remember anything, and that's honestly a little saddening to think about it that way. Is that you fall for this person, and then they know nothing about you whatsoever. You never see them again. Even if they are an artificial intelligence, basically, like a Chi from Chobits kind of thing. This book was interesting. It's not my favorite short story anthology. It's not bad if you're interested in something like different and kind of thought-provoking in some spots. There is actually another one later on, a fourth story, which is about procreation, basically, which is really interesting. But the one I really liked was The Plastic Butterfly, because it gets down into the nitty-gritty of, are you able to truly love something that's not human? Which I found to be very interesting. The artwork is simple. It's nice. I really like the fact that you see, like, this is a world, and you see the other characters from the previous stories in the world. Like, the other characters will find them, or like see them and like sort of interact with them a little bit. And the artwork is it's pretty enjoyable. See, there's some more artwork. There's no nudity in this, so if you're thinking this is just about having sex with robots, it's not really about having sex with robots. It's more of almost like a character study on humans in general, and the way they interact and with and get attached to things. It was interesting. Your mileage may vary on whether or not you like this or not. I think this book is actually pretty easy to find. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments down below. It's not a bad read. It's a quick read, and I like that it's oversized. One thing I didn't like about it was the paper quality. It felt very newspapery almost. It reminded me of the older DC trade paperbacks within the early 2000-ish era. They didn't have the best quality paper. But yeah, if you can find it for cheap, check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting. I wouldn't say it's the best anthology ever. But yeah, there you go. There's Android Angels. I'm Otaku Mike. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Love talking. Let's talk about androids. Whatever you want to talk about, down in the comments below. Subscribe somewhere around here, I think. I don't know. But thank you for watching. Peace out, guys.